Hi guys, this is Annie. I hope you all are doing great tonight. And tonight I am doing my second Mother's Day manicure for you as I promised. And this one is a little more simple, so I do hope you like it. So let's begin. And these are the items that I have used for tonight's manicure. I'll go through them very briefly. Details will be listed in the description box. Starting from my right, I have my lint roller, some acetone, I have a cleanup brush as well as some cotton. I'm using my cotton claw with. I have my base colors, my stamping polish, as well as my top coat. And to the bottom, I have my stamper, my scraper, my stamping plates, and some nail guides. So now that we have everything ready, let's begin. Alright, my loves, so I have already gone ahead as usual and gotten a head start on this. And for my base color tonight, I am actually using a pink nude color, and that is from my Kleancolor collection, and it's number 67, and it's called Pink Sleepers. And it's very sheer because I want it to be the color of the flesh underneath the nails, so I kept that very sheer and very lightly pink. And then I went ahead and I did a French manicure. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not a great artist, so I have been using the guides to do the French, and I just wanted to show you really quick how I did that. So here I have the arch shape nail tip guide, and it's very simple to use. For those of you who are like me and you're not a good artist and you want to go ahead and use this, it's very easy to use. Basically, you just have to line it up according to what amount of nail tip you want to be white, and I think that's enough for me. And you just have to make sure it's nice and straight, and once it's even on both edges, and this one is a little bit twisted, so I'm going to do this back. So once it's even, you can go ahead and press it down and then apply the nail polish. And the tips are going in just regular nail polish. I'm using my China Glaze white on white for the tips tonight. And then as soon as you apply that nail polish, you immediately go out and remove these tips. So here we go. So here's the China Glaze white on white. I'm just going to polish it on and remove the tape immediately. So here we go. Let me just press that. Make sure there's no bubbles or anything like that, because once you are applying the nail polish, if there's a bubble, it goes underneath and then it becomes smushy under there and it messes the whole thing up. So you could either go ahead and use the brush, or I really do like using the sponge and just punching it on. It's just a little bit easier. But tonight I'm going to use the brush. So here we go, and I'll just go in there and paint it on really quickly. Cap the tips of your nails as well, so that becomes completely white. And then as soon as you're done doing that, remove the guide, just like that, and that's done. So now we only have to wait for that to dry, and then we can go ahead and stamp over that. So I'll start stamping by the time with the other nails, and when we get to that one, it should be good and ready to go. So for tonight, I am using a lace stamping plate, all different sorts of lace designs on this. I love this plate, and for each nail that's stamped with the lace, I'm using 3 different designs. So I'll be pulling out for the thumb, it's going to be this one, and for the middle finger, it's going to be this one, and for the pinky nail, it is going to be this one right here. So let's begin with the thumb, and again I'm going to pull this one out here. And for the stamping polish, I am using my Born Pretty plain old white stamping polish, and I'll be using my transparent squishy stamper because it picks up the images very well. So here we go. And you don't have to use a lot of nail polish from the Born Pretty stamping polish. It's very good. I like it a lot. It's one of the best. There's the image, and we're just going to roll it on. And there it is. Tap it down just a little, Now usually I go back and I clean up, but since I'm not using the latex tonight, I'm going to clean up immediately so that nail polish doesn't get stuck in there. So just take your little brush with some acetone to go in and just remove whatever you don't want. Be very, very careful about hitting your side walls, which is the nail itself. You don't want to do that because you'll ruin the manicure. So just go around it and pick up whatever mess you have, and then we'll move on. And like I said, usually I use the latex, but I am not using that tonight, so I just want to clean up as I go along, so by the time I'm done, I'm ready to go with the nail polish, top coat, and everything else. And then for the index finger, I'm going to leave that simple like we did here, kind of to break things up just a little, because when it's all lace it looks a little bit confusing. So the index finger I'll leave alone, and then we'll move on to the middle finger. And for that design I've actually used this little image here, so I'll continue using the same one. And I'm going to take just half of it because I really don't like that stars on top. I just like the lace on the bottom. So that's what I'm going to use off of this one. And there it is. And I'm just going to line it up really, really well, as best as I can, because the other one did not come out too well. But I'll try this one and then I'll show it to you. This one's a little better. So here we go. And I'm just pressing down again. There it is. Press that nail polish down, and let's clean up around the edges. So again, I'll grab hold of some acetone really quick on my cleanup brush, and you see how that just kind of melts away that. So that works too. The only thing of using too much acetone on your nails, it sometimes dries out the cuticles. That's why I use the latex, but it really, really does the job well. Clean your brush in between. You don't want any white streaks or anything like that coming out. Alright, so that one's done. And now for this one, I am actually going to my second stamping plate, which is my Mother's Day stamping plate. And I'm just going to pull out the Happy Mother's Day written in words. So we know it's a Mother's Day manicure, of course. And this one is this image here. So let's get that on the nail. Now this one I actually had to do a couple of times because it wasn't clear. So let me see if I'll have luck now. Just kept eating up the words kind of like that. So let's try that again. It's like for some reason the complete words is not coming out very well. I actually had to do it 3 times before I got it on the right hand. So let's just try it again. It's a little better, but I'm not happy with it. So let me do it one more time and see what's going on. Sometimes it can be the stamping plate, but I've used the stamping plate before, not with this particular image. Maybe it's just really etched too lightly, so that can be a problem why I had to try it so many times. And that's much better. So now I'm just going to remove that with my roller brush, and there it is. And then I want to get that nice and neat on the ring finger. So let me line it up first because it has to fit, and then I'll show it to you. There it is. And then I'm just going to press it down. And there it is. It's very, very light, but it says Happy Mother's Day. And of course, last but not least, we have the pinky nail. And for that, I'm going back to the stamping plate from before, and I will be using this image. The tip is dried enough that I can go over it now. Let me just flip this around so I can get that little image on better. And we don't need the whole thing because my nail is so tiny that I just need half of this image on here. And there it is. So I'll just put this, just roll it on like that. Press it down, and of course, let's grab that cleaner brush again and remove the unwanted nail polish. So now that we are done with the stamping and everything together, we can go ahead and apply our top coat. So as usual, I am going to repeat myself for those of you who are now looking at my video for the first time. The way I like to apply my top coat, and this is my advice to you, is whenever you're stamped on your nail and you're applying the top coat, basically do not skimp on the nail polish. And also when you're applying the top coat, do not press on the brush and be very generous with that polish. You don't want to have a dry brush because that's gonna streak the nail polish that's already on your nails, and also you don't want to go over the same spot twice. Reasons for that is once that top coat hits that nail stamped image, the nail polish melts immediately, and that would leave the streaks, and that's how you're gonna lose your nice manicure. So here I go, I'll give you an example and then we'll just go over the rest of it. So here's my nice loaded brush, as you could see. Start from one end, work your way across the nail, and then cap the tips of your nails. That helps to prevent wear and tear from the tips going upward. So that one is done, and I'm just going to continue doing the same for the rest of the nails. And that's pretty much it for this manicure, guys. Take a closer look of the pictures and I'll be right back. And this is it, guys. This is the finished manicure, and this is for Mother's Day, of course, for 2017. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight, and if you have any questions, always feel free to write to me. I will answer them as best as I can and as fast as I can. And don't forget to subscribe for my newest videos as well. And thank you all so very much for dropping by and watching my video. I do appreciate it. And have a wonderful night, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. Until next time, bye now.